Are you in?
I'm in.
We can just leave this open if you want.
This is actually pretty comfortable. I'll do texting and eating on our way back to the lot.
Okay. You want me? I won't shut it then.
Don't shut it.
This is our little friend.
Just hanging out.
Danielle said that she would help us with the lot.
He slams the brakes on, so hang on.
Great. And the back's not down. Do you guys have insurance?
We do.
Okay. Full coverage?
We do.
Okay. At least it's a short drive
Now,
back to your lot.
if I go fast over the rocks, it'll be smoother than going slow.
Okay, we'll go fast then.
Ready? Here we go.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, action.
Good morning and welcome to our new lot. I was kind of waiting on Miss Kelly to feel better. We've both been sick with head colds. Hers has kind of moved into her chest. She's really congested and really tired today, and I need to get this uploaded. So you're stuck with me today. Sorry about that. But we did walk the lot with Danielle, the realtor. So this is going to be a series on our new lot. As most of you know, we sold our original lot in Shyrock and purchased another lot. This new lot is just shy of 3/4 of an acre. It's located kind of at the end of phase 3 on the north side of phase 3. It borders up to a common area on the west side and the national forest on the north side. So we won't have any neighbors on the west or the behind us. That's a bonus that we really liked about this new lot. There is a kind of a little Jeep trail that runs through the middle of our lot, and you're going to see that in some of the videos that we produce. Now that we're going to start developing this lot, that trail is going to be closed, and we're going to try to bring some grass seed in and bring that back into the natural state. At least that's the plan for now. But some of the things that we've got to consider when we put together this new lot are such things as we need to work around trees. We want to keep as many trees as possible when we put this lot together, when we lay it out. So we need to figure out what trees we can do without, what trees we want to keep. As an example, we've got 2 really nice fir trees on the front end here that we really want to keep because we love the fir trees. And so we're building our driveway and our pad around those two firs, and that's kind of important to us. And speaking of our driveway, you know, what angle do we want to come in off of the main road? We don't want a sharp 90-degree turn to come off. We want it kind of a gentler angle to back into the lot. So where does the driveway go once we get on the lot? Where do we want our concrete pad that the RV is going to sit on? Along with that, we're going to put a shed on this lot. The CC&Rs allow up to a 24 by 14 foot shed. I believe it's less than 350 square feet. And that's what we have now. We have a 14 by 24 shed, and it works perfect for us. So we need to figure out where we're going to lay that out on the lot. Parking areas, when we drop the RV off on the pad, and where do we park the truck then? We need to kind of figure out where our parking is going to be. Where do we park the car, you know, when we store it? Those sorts of things. Some of the other things that we need to figure out are where do we want our utilities for the RV? As I stated, they have a 50-foot concrete pad that they're going to put in, and then we need to locate where those utilities are going to go. That brings up a whole another section of what we've got to consider. Where do we want those utilities? Which side of the pad do we want them on? If we change RVs in the future and we don't have a tow behind anymore, we don't have a fifth wheel, we don't have, and we move into a motorhome or a Super C, you know, where do those utilities work for that? What's the best location for all these things for our views, not only in the back of the lot, but also in the front of the lot? And we want to future-proof it. This is kind of our exit strategy. This is one lot that we really want to keep for the future. When we have to come off the road, we want to be able to maybe put a tiny home or a park model on this lot. And how is that going to be laid out? You know, we don't want to put a new pad in when we put if and when we put a tiny home on this lot. We want to set that up so that it's good for our RV. We want to set up so that it's good for a possible tiny home in the future. So there's a lot to consider. Oh, and also our gathering area. Where do we want to put our patio? Where do we want to, you know, do we want to put an outdoor kitchen in? Do we want an outdoor fireplace? There's just a lot to consider. And so because of that, we have asked Danielle, the realtor here at Shyrock, to come with us and walk the lot and kind of just verify what we have planned, what Kelly and I have planned out, and to make sure that you know, she doesn't see any hiccups in the deal. So we brought Danielle up. As you can see, we loaded her up in the back of the smart car and we came up to the lot, and here's just part of the process putting our lot together. And then you want me to go show everybody where the other corner is?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna stay there?
Sure.
So that's one corner.
Yeah, right there. Right there. Corner number
Take
one.
him a few minutes to get on the other side.
Where are you going?
This is the other corner.
That's the other corner over there. So it's pretty darn wide and it's really deep.
I think it's like almost 300 feet deep.
Okay, so we want to keep that tree.
Absolutely.
Yes, we want to keep
We
that.
want to keep that tree.
The firs are very important.
So trying to work around those two trees, because those are the only two firs up front, we thought that we could put the shed, well, so our driveway, let me start on this end. We're looking at our driveway to go from here to here.
Okay. Well, it'll be a little wider with the asphalt aprons, but you know, ballpark it will be a little wider.
So I think I measured this at, I think I measured this at 14 feet because that's what we had.
Yep.
So from there to there, and it'll be a little more gravel on the shoulders.
foot and a half.
So we would come in here, and then we would have to take out that tree with the ribbon.
Okay.
Well, those 4 trees with the ribbon.
Yep.
Those 2 stakes would be the pad. And then these stakes we're thinking are the shed. And we're not parallel with the line, we're kind of twisted a little bit. So we were thinking of putting the shed here. That corner.
Jim, are you going to do a lean-to off the side on this side?
I was not planning on it, no.
What about off the front? Just for your like your side by side.
Side by side, we'll have enough room inside the shed to use it as a garage.
Okay, going forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you suggest doing a lean-to?
Well, the lean-to is just nice when you're not wanting to put away your side by side at nighttime. I mean, we don't have any break-ins or anything like that, but it's just kind of nice to park it under, and then you have full access to your shed, you know. And then if the weather got, you know, garbage or whatever, you could, you know, go under there and hang out and watch the rain or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so maybe
Because you have plenty of room.
maybe
here.
if we did that, we'd come out on
This side.
this side
Correct.
and go with like a
8 to 10 foot
yeah,
lean-to.
yeah. Okay, that's a good idea.
Well, because then you come right off of your asphalt, drive right here into your lean-to, and then it's out of the way, and you still have plenty of room away.
Right,
But then you kind of can put your side by side under
Okay.
cover
that's a good idea.
in the evening.
Okay,
Then you don't have to put it away every time with the roll-up door.
okay. So we thought with the driveway coming in from there to the pad, it's going to be a little curved, not bad.
Not too bad.
And then basically, so if we go with a lean-to, that we would come out, you know, to here, let's just say, with gravel up to the road, and then this whole thing we are thinking of graveling up to here.
Okay.
For the semi,
Back
the
to
car.
property line, which is this flag here.
Yeah. No, I like that.
And then there with the gravel as well. And then that gives us this for car and truck parking. And then saving this tree.
Of course.
So we're looking at angling our pad just to shade this way to give us this view. So those 2 stakes would be corners.
This one here and there would be the starting of our pad.
That corner here.
Yep.
And our property line is approximately there.
Oh, okay.
So that's where we're thinking the pad, okay?
Okay.
And then once we get all that done,
The fire pit.
Mm-hmm.
we're thinking of coming back in here, maybe in here, or here, probably in here.
So the corner's here. So you want the kind of both sides easy path to it. So either side, this is just so wide open, then you don't maybe have to get rid of the firs on this side and come around and maybe take down those 2 pine.
Okay.
And then you'd only lose maybe 1, but it might be a kind of a cool like walkway back here.
Uh-huh.
And then you turn a little bit, keep that tree, and then you take these 2 trees,
Okay.
this fir here,
Okay.
and then you know, I'd get rid of maybe that pine and that pine.
Sure.
Let the little guys start growing.
Sure.
And they'll just take off and start growing.
But I think we're considering a 20 by 20 patio
Okay.
with a
Pavilion.
pavilion.
Mhm.
And then, you know, maybe a little rock fireplace on the back side.
A silo would look so cool back here. I'm telling ya, Jeff.
I'm not saying never. I'll go do some more research on it.
But you could do that rust paint on it.
Yep.
And make it change a color really fast.
Yep.
And then it would look, I think it would look really nice back here. But I think you'd get easily 20 feet in this area, taking down these two.
Okay.
And they're not growing right.
Yeah.
You know, they're dead.
Yeah.
That one's only growing on half.
Right.
So this big area back here is like perfect.
That's what we were thinking
You got
too.
tall grass all the way around it.
Mm-hmm.
You're next to the, you know, the
common
live
area.
spring.
Yep.
So I think it would be a nice spot back here. And then that's kind of your view. There's nobody in front of you.
Right.
I know.
Or-
It's,
I'm like,
I know. Isn't that
golly.
awesome?
and your ideas, you know, this is going to be a show lot, you know, I mean, people are going to want to copy completely.
We want to do it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just.
And look, the shed across the street, you can barely just see the top of it.
Exactly.
No.
Yep.
Like, is there even a shed over there?
Yeah, I know it.
Okay.
It's awesome.
But yeah, no, this is going to be nice back here.
So we should go ahead and say, okay, there's our pad spot. Let's go ahead and prep it.
Yeah.
You told me 4 to 5 weeks on delivery on the shed.
I would get that coming.
Okay.
Then, you know, you can start, you know, getting it wired for electric if you wanted.
Okay.
Insulated if you're going that route.
Mhm.
And then we can even get the lean-to built, you know, possibly,
Okay.
you know, just so you can kind of see the formation and like the process.
Okay.
No, I'm excited.
So,
This is gonna look nice.
so the pad, the shed,
I think it all works.
do you?
You know, maybe another little path on this side,
Okay.
you know, to leave this huge fir. I mean, it gives you that shade.
Yep.
Yes.
You know, right now, look at it.
Yep.
So I'd hate to lose that, but maybe even like a cool like half moon or something around the
Yep.
tree.
That would be kind of cool.
Just throwing ideas
Yeah.
out.
Yep.
But yeah, no, it's gonna be done right.
These flags are really close to the line.
Yeah. So you just got to think if that's, you know, with the fence,
Right, right.
is that a little too tight?
Well, and we're trying to think ahead and say, okay, if a super seed just fell in our lap,
Yeah,
then the door would be on that side because we'd pull it in forward.
correct.
So we'd squish it over this way.
And then what would be nice is it ties into the shed lean-to.
Right.
You know, I mean, put your patio furniture away if it got really, you know, nasty out.
Yeah, just put it underneath
And
the
it's
lean-to.
right there, and so you kind of meet, and then it's kind of like you're secluded again, kind of from the road.
Okay.
So either way, I think that's fine,
Okay.
and especially, you know, what the future holds, who knows?
And a
But-
park model.
Or a park model.
You know, we
Yeah.
were thinking, okay,
It fits it all.
yeah. Okay. So,
I like it.
okay.
Yeah, I like the layout. The views are crazy from here.
I know, even this way.
You gotta get a
It's-
game camera up so I can see what elk are coming through.
So for those of you that, and we really didn't explain our new lot. We are the furthest lot west on this road until we get to a common area. They're calling it a common area. It's gonna be used as kind of a park and a walking area and that sort of thing. There is some wet ground back here. There's some
Right over
cattails.
there.
But we're not going to have any neighbors on this side. We're not going to have any neighbors on the back side because that's all Lolo National Forest. And we have Craig and Janelle on that side, and we've already communicated with them on, you know, how we're going to do our pads and that sort of thing. So I'm excited.
Me too.
Yeah.
Just to see the process.
Yeah.
You know.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Especially with you guys videoing and that kind of stuff, people can understand like, okay, it's not overnight, things happen, and
Yes.
it's a process,
it is.
but it's a good process when you take the time and enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
And I guess I didn't realize that the wetland, if that's what you want to call it, is right here. But isn't that just the coolest?
yeah, look at the ferns and the cattails that are coming up.
Yeah. That is.
Ferns back there.
The ducks have their babies back there.
Oh, ducks have their babies in here. Oh my goodness. How special is that?
And the elk and the deer come down.
Oh. And the turkeys?
Lots of turkeys. But yeah, no, the elk and the deer come down a lot.
I just wanted you to look it over because you've looked at
A few.
hundreds of lots.
A few. One or two.
Just a few.
And you know what works and what doesn't work and what things we should be considering, and that's kind of why we wanted Danielle to give us, you know, her opinion on where we kind of laid it out, and it sounds like we're going to be okay.
Yeah, we walked it once before, you know, and tried to see different options, but again, like what the future holds, you know, this lot is going to be set up for anything going forward, you know.
Yeah, so, you know, we've talked about our exit strategy. Someday we're going to have to come off the road. What do we do? This is the lot that we want up north, to possibly put a Super C on, or a park model tiny home. And we've seen some of our friends have had some of these tiny homes delivered here.
Came in last week.
Oh my gosh!
Geez, the colors, the
aren't they
wood.
amazing?
It's just beautiful.
It
Oh
fits,
my goodness!
It would fit so nice back here.
I get excited because I kind of want one.
I want the silo. Like, can I put a request for
Can
a
you
silo?
Yes. I just need to do a little more research on that.
Yeah, we
pavilion,
need to figure that out.
All right. And you think Chris would approve the silo?
I will have to chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
But no, I think if we did it real tasteful with the colors and that kind of stuff, and not bright silver, I think he would go for it, you know. And you got to open your mind and think outside the box, you know, and it looks tasteful. These guys do anything, it's tasteful and done well, so it's always a great thing.
Oh, that's sweet. Thank you.
All right. Well, should we put you in the back of the car again and take you home?
I mean, why not?
Hey, if it fits, you know.
So what do you think?
I'm excited. I want it now.
Yeah.
Let me just click my heels 3 times.
Yeah. Let's make this place our home.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll get the shed ordered and get it started, and
That'll be a good start.
I'll let you communicate with John and Jacob so that they can prep out the pad and get it started.
For sure.
And we'll go from there.
Yep. Great idea.
Thank you, dear.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, as you can see, Danielle was pretty positive about what our plans were and where we laid everything out, and she seems to think everything is going to work just fine. So we're excited. We're going to get the shed ordered and delivered. We're going to get it set on the lot. Once we get the shed up, as she mentioned in the video, we can start putting electric in there. We can start running our electric. We can start, even though we don't have utilities on it yet, and we can start insulating the shed and doing some different things on the inside. And then once all that is done, hopefully the developer will be ready to start putting some utilities down here and some driveways. So this is going to be a series that we're going to put together, and this is number 1 in the series. It's just a rough draft. And so we're really excited to share with you guys. So thanks for coming along, and best wishes for Miss Kelly. She's just not feeling 100% yet today, so hopefully soon. So remember, it all starts with an idea. Take those ideas, turn them into reality, and make some memories, guys. We'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.